Gentlemen, brothers and sisters, welcome to the channel. This is JUC Unfiltered Commentaries, guys, and I want us to look at a video, one of the trending video in which so guys, when you look at Somalia on the map, stretching along the Horn of Africa bordered by Ethiopia, Kenya, and the vast Indian Ocean, one question often arises: are Somalis black or Arab? And guys, this is a question that pops up in discussions about race, culture, and even politics. Some see Somalis as East African roots and say they are Africans. Others point to their language, religion, and ties across the Red Sea and say they are Arabs. So, guys, does the truth lie? And well, guys, like much of history, it's not a simple either or. It's a story of both African identity and deep cultural connection to the Arab world. So, guys, I want us to look at these videos in which a Somali boy make claim that Somalis are not Africans, or neither are they blacks, or they just say they are Arabs that lives in Africa. And I want us to see the response from other black uh, uh, people of black race, and also what other Somalis thinks about them being either black or Arabs. So guys, watch these videos, and then at the end of them I will come back with a deep analysis. Let's roll, guys.
But us Somalis are not black. There's a difference between African and black. Let me ask you a question. Are Moroccans and Egyptians black? Tradition, our history, our culture are so much more different compared to these other countries that are actually black. Josh Shabil, if you're not black, what are you? I'm Somali. Let me ask you a question. If you were to see a very dark Indian man, would he be identified as a black person or just an Indian? I don't care if I'm the first person to say this, but us Somalis are not black.
We don't care. We don't care. There's too much black in Africa to be worried about Somalis claiming not to be black or not. It's none of our goddamn business. We don't give a f that you're black or not. Thank you. We don't care.
Came to us, East Africa. They introduced Arabic and Islam, and they robbed us clean of everything that we knew, our culture, our heritage, our norms, our names, name it. And they gave us Arabic. And now, most of these North Africans like Sudan and Somalis and Eritreans, they identify as Arabs. They confuse ethnicity for a race. Like your race is your black or brown. Your ethnicity is your Somali. But they say, no, we're not black, we are white. We are Arabs, we are this. If you sleep in a garage, you don't become a car. Just because you feel you speak Arabic and you whatever you feel like you're Arab, you're not Arab. You are black and you are African. And that's it.
My black people, please stop asking me. Stop telling me I'm African. I am not. I am Somali. That is my ethnicity. Africa is a continent. I am from the continent of Africa, but I am Somali ethnically.
This is one of those moments where if you get it, you get it. If you don't, I'm going to tell you. Once you get to this part of history, you will understand why certain people make the certain videos that they make. He said, black people, Abantu. He said, stop telling me I'm African. I am not. I am Somali. A humanoid from South Africa is South African, but they're not African. Humanoids in Egypt are Egyptian, but they're not African. Like my sister Tracy would say, when people show you their true colors, believe them. It's not just a cliche saying. It really means when they show you their true colors, as in who they really are. This is why in Somalia, I'm sure you can find documentaries where a lot of them say that they're Arab. They're also the ones who incite a lot of confusion within the black community. A lot of them will be telling us, you South Africans aren't even from the cradle of humankind, is actually in Ethiopia. Or they'll tell African Americans, you guys are not even black. You guys are like this, you guys are like that. Listen to them when they acknowledge Uguti, they are not a Bantu.
I don't care if I'm the first person to say this, but us Somalis are not.
I've seen this shit. I don't care if I'm the first person to say it. I'm not black. I'm Jamaican. Be for real, bro. Look at y'all. Me and him is literally the same shade, but he's confused on what nationality, ethnicity is. Education system doing y'all dirty because you are literally on the same device, right, that you're recording videos on, and Google's on there too. Like, why don't you get up there and look up the difference between race, ethnicity, and nationality? It's really not that hard, yo. You out here looking like, ain't you black though? No, I'm Somalian. The fuck? Well, I didn't ask you about your nationality.
We have Congo, Nigeria, Ghana, Tanzania, Ivory Coast, Sierra Leone.
we have enough countries. So if we lose you guys, it won't be too bad. I mean, there's too many countries in Africa for us to cry about. Oh my God, Somali, they're not black. That's all right. I don't mind that. I love my Somali people, but if you guys don't want to be black, that's cool with us. You didn't need to announce that. That's all right. But before you leave that door, just leave the N-word pass on the table. Just make sure you leave the N-word pass. We'll leave it at the desk. I'll come pick it up and send it to the council of the N-word pass. Just leave the N-word pass at the door before you leave. Okay? Just leave it. All right? Namaste.
I say no hate to the creator, but I'm black, but you're blacker than me. I'm not sure where the confusion came from, where some Somalis believe that they're not black. And let's address the fact that you compared a few North African nations to being African but not being black. I don't want to feel like a teacher to you. I want you to do a task. I'm going to say just do your history research about how the modern North Africans became to be who they are in Africa today. I don't know if you know your history too well, but don't you know that East Africa, probably Ethiopia, I believe are one of the most oldest African black nations. I say that to say this, bro. You're black. There's just going to be different types of black in Africa, from West Africa to East Africa to South Africa and some in North Africa as well. For example, look at me. I'm West African, black, Cameroon, with blonde hair, light skin, big lips, big nose, white eyes. We're all in the same team fighting the same battle, bro. We got jollof rice and plantains. You have banana and rice. A bit different, but still in the same kind of family, right? I'm gonna lie, I didn't have to add that last part there. I felt like it was gonna be kind of funny.
They make videos like, oh, what race that you would not date, and they're like Somalis. I'm like, but we are black, so how can you?
Do you know what's deep though? Should I tell you why that is though? Because you see, like with black ancestry, if we go back in history, there's like literally more or less two lineages, which is like Shem and Ham. Yeah. So it's like this is like prophetic. So obviously they're both black, but they're just different types of black. Yeah. Because it's like cousins. Yeah, do you know what I mean? So like when you go towards West Africa, obviously their features are slightly different to like East Africa because there's just two different lineages. So when like Jamaicans or Nigerians are like, oh, you lot ain't black, it's like, you ain't are black. That's what they're trying to say. It's like, you're not, do you know what I mean? You're not black. Yeah, like when you look at Sudanese people, they it's just a different type of look. So obviously that's why they just see it as, nah, you're not the same kind of.
What do you think about Somalis? They say that they're not black.
That is their highest fuck.
So you men are black, yeah?
Yeah, hell yeah. What the fuck? Yo, let me ask you that. Why is there such a big spectrum for white people? Like they go from Russia to fucking. I don't give a fuck. Spanish people are white. Bro, fucking Arabs are white. They're all white, but like, and then when it comes to Africans, why can't there be a spectrum? Why can't it be one side to the other side? Black is black, bro. Look at our complexion. How you say we're not black? I mean, what?
Like, it's literally we're the same.
Bro, also, I understand that some people feel like, because people used to take a piss out of Somalis. When we were growing up, they'd be like, oh, you're not black. That's what they used to say to us. Do you feel like, so there's a lot of people, they'd be like, you know what? We're not black. All right, we're not black.
Do you feel like it's based off like culture though? Because like when people think of black, they think of black culture, like African culture, Jamaican culture.
Bro, Somalis are very homogenous. We're just very into.
The question of the day is Somalis blacks or Arabs? Blacks. Period. Blacks. Period. Arabs. Period.
Grown-ass person and I what do you mean? They make videos like, oh, what race that you would not date, and they're like Somali.
So guys, let's start with the basics. And Somalis are indigenous to Africa. That is the core truth, that they are indigenous and also one of the earliest inhabitants of Africa according to history. And their homeland, guys, is in the Horn of Africa, and they belong to the Cushitic branch of the Afroasiatic family, the same family that includes languages like Oromo and Afar. So what about their DNA and their ancestry? Guys, their DNA and their ancestries and their physical feature are firmly rooted within the Black African context. And Somalia's history is woven into the same fabric as its neighbors, Ethiopia, Djibouti, and Kenya, which is my country, and we share pastoral traditions, clans, and trade routes dating back from thousands of years. And so ethnically and geographically, Somalis are African, and that even gives us the confidence to say that they are black. Because guys, when you look at the majority or the dominant race in Africa, it is the black. And guys, but there is another side of these stories. Across the narrow waters of the Red Sea lies the Arabian Peninsula, and for centuries Somali merchants traded with Arabs from Yemen, Oman, and beyond. And these exchanges did not just bring goods like spices and gold, they also brought Islam, their religion, which is dominant among Arabic languages, in the cultural traditions that became deeply rooted in the Somali society. And that is why, guys, you find it is easier for most of the Somalis to denounce their black ancestry and incline to their Arab um, inhabitations. And guys, that is why you find that Arabic is one of its major languages alongside Somali. And many Somalis also carry Arabs names, use Arabic in their prayers, in their religion, and share customs with the broader Arab world. And however, these key cultural influences does not mean ethnic identity. And Somalis adopted Arab customs and languages but remained ethnically distinct as Africans. So, when someone asks, are Somalis Arabs? The answer is not ethnically. They are Afro-Aztec, Cushitic, and African. That is the prevailing truth, guys, that they are Afro-Aztec, Cushitic, and Africans. So guys, these are among the responses, and that is the truth of these questions on the statement made by the creator, and that is what most of the black creators have responded to the guy. And so next time, guys, someone asks whether Somalis are black or Arab, and you can confidently say they are black Africans with deep Arab cultural influences, and their identity is a blend, one that reflects centuries of movement, trade, faith, and resilience. And that mix, that dual connection, is exactly what makes Somali heritage so unique and fascinating. And despite those influences from Arabs, that do not make them Arabs. Neither do they make them of the white Arabic race. And they are Africans. They are blacks. And it is even fascinating that the boy who is saying they are Somalis and not black is black himself. And it is a time that the black people, the black Somalis, they accept their origin, their true identity. And doesn't mean that because they were civilized by the Arabs, doesn't mean that they are Arabs. It is just that they speak Arabs. Like me, guys, if I speak English, doesn't mean that I am an Englishman. If like here we were colonized by the British, and that does not make me British. And so it's the same as Somalia, it's the same as other countries that have been colonized or civilized by other white predominant races. Guys, see you in my next one.